let's dive off of training a little bit. What about like nutrition? What's your opinion on nutrition?
Yeah, I follow. It's kind of like training in my head that I think there's some things that are optimal and work for most, but I don't think there's one way or anything to do it. So I'm a fan of kind of a flexible dieting approach. I do track my food, and I think everyone should track their food for at least 6 months to a year of their life. One, I think that's gonna, if everybody did that in America, we'd just be more aware of what we're putting in our bodies in terms of calories, macronutrient count, just because people aren't aware of what is in a loaf of bread, what's in a banana, what's in a soda, so just being aware of what we're putting in our bodies, whether your goals are to get shredded or just be a little bit healthier, I think you need to know that. And then if your goals are to get shredded, you can use that more strictly, and if your goals are just to be a little bit healthier, use a little more flexible. There are tons of diets out there that work. You can obviously just cut out junk food, and figure your way there. Less calorie dense food. But I do think tracking your food, weighing your food is just something you have to do to become aware. I mean, there's only really a few things we can do to really manipulate our bodies. Sleep, we can exercise, and then it's how we nourish ourselves. Right. I mean, yeah, there's piercings and tattoos, but we're not talking about anything like that. But beyond that, you literally can physically change your body by those 3 things. You lose sleep, your hormones are going to get all funky, you're going to lose muscle, you're going to lose brain cells, you're going to die.
Yeah, true.
Right? You nourish yourself one way, you nourish yourself another way, good things or bad things will happen, and then obviously exercise. You can literally build yourself up. So I think everyone, whether powerlifting is your thing or not, you should probably do some strength training at some point in your life just to see how it feels and how it makes you feel. You should do some kind of crazy cardiovascular training in your life just to see how it feels, see how you react to it mentally and physically, and then you can kind of find out what's your middle of what you actually like to do and keeps you healthy. Yeah, right. And I think diet's the same.
Okay. Yeah, so I know for me, obviously the internet is so much broader than it was 10 years ago, because we're about the same age. So it's like, in 10 years ago in high school, for instance, if you're looking for something specific on nutrition, it was a little harder. Yeah. So for me, I had no clue what the freaking macronutrient was. And it was like, oh yeah, you just need to eat protein. It's like, okay, cool, how much? And it's just like
3 times your body weight. Right. That's what they used to say. Like, shit, dude. I tried to do that for a while too.
So much protein.
Impossible. So hard.
So what, for let's say optimal strength and size gains, what do you think is a good ratio for protein, carbs?
Yeah, typically depending on how big the person is, because if you're a little bit more overweight and a higher body fat percentage, it's going to throw this off. Right. But typically we'll say about a pound protein gram protein per pound of body weight. Right. I mentioned before, Eric Helms did the exact study, and it's something like 0.6 grams of protein per kilo. Okay. Something like that. I might be wrong, so don't quote me, but it's somewhere in that range. Right. And he says, again, generally 1 gram per pound will work. And actually, you can even go less, where it's 1 gram per pound of lean body mass. Okay. So I'm about 215, and maybe I'm 15% body fat. I don't know, I'm making this up, right? So then I would eat whatever that 180 grams or whatever. I'm not that good at math. Dropped out of school. So something like that. But then, so these are all these rules that work and what's efficient and this and that goes the same for training, but then it's what can you stick to and what can we manipulate. So obviously eating more protein can help you stay more full, more satiated, and maybe potentially keep you away from eating more calorie dense foods, right? So if you're full on this protein, maybe you're less likely to overeat and eat these brownies. So sometimes if I'm working with somebody, we might up that protein even more, although that's what's the minimum necessary. Carbs and fat, I think it'll depend on athlete, it'll depend on the sport, and a little bit more even on personality, where if you like salty or fatty foods, maybe we'll up that fat a little bit. If you're more in an explosive type sport, basketball, football, powerlifting, we're probably going to get a little bit more carbs. If you're into more of endurance type sports, we might be able to take away those carbs. Maybe even yoga, running, cycling, we may be able to up that fat a little bit more. But those are the 2 macronutrients. I don't want to say they matter less, but we can manipulate a little bit more.
Right, for sure. That makes total sense. You mentioned flexible dieting. Yeah. What's your favorite cheat meal?
Yeah, so with my tracking my food, I try not to necessarily cheat, not strict. I'll just kind of fit everything into what I need to eat.
Okay, so let me interject.
Yeah.
Let's throw out that word cheat.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you like to treat yourself?
Yeah. Some of my favorite foods.
Yeah.
Ice cream. Ice cream is probably my go-to, and then pizza. And so
for sure,
pizza's a little bit harder to fit into this lifestyle. It's possible, but when I'm currently cutting or trying to lose a little bit of weight, pizza's just kind of got to go. It's just kind of one of those things that doesn't really work very well. But I'll have a scoop of ice cream here and there.
For sure.
Yeah, ice cream probably number one. Pizza. I like Italian food.
Okay.
Pastas, lasagnas. Those are also very difficult to fit in.
Ridiculous.
They're a little bit rare, but even being here in Texas, it's not that bad. You know, we're obviously doing the typical shit, trying to do barbecue and Tex-Mex and all that, and it's not that bad. You just make smarter decisions. Instead of getting the fried shrimp taco, I get the grilled chicken taco.
Right.
Is it as good? I don't know, but it's good. It's still good enough.
No, that makes total sense. So you're talking about you're currently cutting. What's the goal there?
Goal's general health. You know, I joke about getting old. I'm not that old. I'm only 28, but I think around this age, I'm going to start to just find my body weight and chill there. I ballooned up pretty good to about 234, chasing down some strength goals. I hit most of those strength goals. Now I think I want to find my life body weight. So I figure that's around 195, 200. I want to be a little leaner, just for personal reasons, business reasons, all that. Just look a little better, a little more aesthetic, as the kids say. And then, I want to move around, I want to be able to play basketball if I want to. I want to be able to go for a jog if I want to. And I'm only about 5'8", 5'9", so 234 is pretty dang heavy. Didn't feel so good. So 195, 200, I'll probably feel pretty good. And then level out my calories, so hopefully I can continue to build strength at that body weight too.
No, that's awesome. So with business related, you mentioned business goals.
Yeah.
So with somebody like myself wanting to form their own brand, form an online business, or just even a brick and mortar business, what kind of advice would you have for them there?
Yeah, I think there's many ways to go about things. What's worked for me, what I learned from Mark, what I learned from coaching, what I learned from my past is just you have to give and you have to be genuine. Nothing in life is just a cash cow where, I opened this gym and now I'm balling. Like, everything's going to be a little bit of a hustle, so might as well kind of give back as you do that. So with my YouTube, with my Instagram, with everything I've done over the last, 5 years, I've just always tried to share as much information as I can. If someone asks me a question, it's not like I'm giving them 50% of the answer and expecting them to pay for the other 50%. I'm just going to give away information, and hopefully that builds a trust between me and whoever's watching me, and hopefully that trust down the road leads them to support whatever it is I'm going into, whether it's coaching, whether it's sending out a hat, or whether I'm making this siphon coffee, whatever it is. Hopefully they trust me, they buy into what I am about as a person and as a coach, and that's what seemed to work pretty well for me. It's going to be like the philosophy I kind of follow is give as much as I can, give value to those that are watching me, for those that want to follow my journey or my lessons, just because I don't think there's any downside from ever helping people. The downside of selling to people is, one, all I ever do is take, and I never give anything. The downside to giving is nothing. Either I'm giving you information and I'm helping somebody out there, and then the other upside is I'm giving value and I'm helping someone out there, and they're going to support me back. So it's kind of a win-win in my
No, I completely agree. That's kind of all that I've been doing the past 2 years. Just give. At least in a relatable way that people can respond to and be able to apply to their lives. So how did you make the transition to start doing online training?
So I do. I've kind of coached people online off and on for probably 8 years or so. It's never really been my main gig. It's not what I'm about. It's not what I want to do.
It just kind of happened.
Yeah, it happens. And even still, I probably only coached about 5 people. I probably coached about 15 or so friends for free, and the rest of them 5 clients or so. I don't know. People, even still now, I probably get 5 emails a day asking me to coach people, and the truth is I don't really coach people, so it's hard for me. I just kind of have to turn them around. What I do is I try to package up some of my stuff. So I shot some really, really in-depth, high-quality videos on instructional, so squat, bench, dead, overhead, and then up to about 70 different exercises that assist those.
It's a lot of time.
Yeah. It was like the first time it was probably 5 days, 10-hour days shooting. Luckily I didn't have to edit it. That was just shooting.
Yeah.
And then we package up different programs, different nutrition packages to go along with that. All kind of based on flexible dieting, and then all based on me, Omar Isaf, and Barkwan's philosophies on training. So, and that's my way to one, make it really affordable. You know, I think you said your wife spent 200 something bucks for some training. Ours is like 40 or 50 bucks. That's 12 weeks of training. And that's my same idea in my head, is how do I give so much? Sure, I'd like to give it out for free, but that's kind of what the YouTube is. I've sacrificed my money and my time to learn this knowledge, and I think it has value. So, you know, in my head, 50 bucks for a 12-week program that almost guarantees PRs isn't too bad. Yeah, that's the kind of the goal is. Again, I'm not, you know, a saint. I need to make money, I need to live my life, but I'm going to try to make it affordable to still give you what you need, the tools you need to succeed.
No, that's dope. I would love to get into something like that. I feel like I'm reaching that. No, I don't feel like I'm reaching your level. But I feel like I'm reaching the level where I could
reach some people.
Reach some people that way. That would be cool.
Yeah, it's just a lot easier. I mean, online coaching's cool, and I think there's really good ways to do it, but it's a little too time intensive than what I want to do right now.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, you're trying to live your life. You're traveling. You want to enjoy it.
Yeah, and even still with my 5 clients and emails, you know, we've been getting back to the hotel at like 11 at night, and I'm up till 12:30 just banging out emails, you know, so there's always going to be that. But if I was online coaching, I'd probably be up till 2 in the morning doing that. It's just not what I want to do right now.
No, that makes total sense. Speaking of getting to the hotel, I chimed in on your live the other night. And Connor was getting all the D.
Yeah, we're trying to get him a girlfriend. Girlfriend from Instagram.
There you go. That's sketchy as all get out.
I think it's alright. I think it's less sketchy than Tinder.
Okay, you got me there.
Safer? Safer in what way?
I mean, the Instagram brand, on most.
Safer in terms of like STDs, or safer in terms of having catfishes?
Catfishes.
Okay. So you think an Instagram is? Same with Tinder. You don't think there's a catfish on Tinder? Have to? And there's no, you can't make a fake Facebook account.
But like, who really wants to make a fake Facebook?
Who wants, the same person wants to make a fake Instagram account?
It's just like one more step across that I wouldn't necessarily.
I think you're just trying to justify why you're on Tinder.
That's how the young people date.
We're trying to get you on Instagram Live. We're trying to make live dating happen. We made a live dating show.
We did.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. You guys got a good friendship. That's
Yeah, see? I'm just trying to get him a girlfriend and he just wants Tinder instead.
Hey, you're trying to help a bro out.
Hey, these.
I got Instagram followers.
See, you got followers? All ladies.
I'm not gonna lie, I follow.
See?
Yeah, see, there you go.
Even he wants to date you.
That's a little. That's stretching it just a little bit. No, for sure. I think we can just wrap it up now.
Cool, man.
It's been a legit conversation. Is there anything you want to promote or talk about?
You guys follow me on YouTube and Instagram. I'm jamming around all the time. Maybe coming to a city near you.
Yeah, I'll link you down below.
Dope, man.
That's awesome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, brother. I just wanted to take the time to give another huge thank you to Mike and Connor for coming and hanging out with me, and my buddy Luke, who was on the camera. It was such a fun time to hang out and chill and talk powerlifting, talk nutrition, talk a lot about things revolving in the fitness industry with somebody who's been there and done that. Hopefully in the future, once Mike gets his garage gym up and going, I can make a trip out to California. We can do some squats or something like that. That would be crazy fun. Until then, please go ahead and subscribe to his channel, subscribe to my channel, hit that like button if you liked it, of course, and stay tuned because we've got big things coming here at Jaws Fitness.
I'm so